My name is Carol Woods, and I am a basketball referee. I've worked high school, college, I've worked with semi-pro for 20 plus years. I also am a performance coach where I train basketball referees. I train adults, and I also have a junior academy. And the objective is to teach young people about the trade of officiating. Officiating is a trade. Okay, we use the big game teaching map in order to help officials navigate their careers. So I'm going to briefly go through the teaching map to kind of help you understand how we train. Build your vision where the V comes in. We develop a game plan early on. How high do you want to go? Do you want to do Division III? It's no different than an athlete who's aspiring to go to college and play at a collegiate level. Referees have that same goal. So we put you in a position where you'll be able to ignite opportunities. Okay? The I in big game is intentionally look the part. That is wearing our uniforms to fit our bodies. This is fitted because I have my shirt tailored. Okay? My pants are tailored. We don't wear it straight out of the package. If you want to be believable, if you want to build credibility, you have to look the part. The first G in big game is get in the game. That's where we get our assignments. That's where we maintain our schedules. You decide where you want to work, who you want to work for, and who you want to work with. That's the beauty of being an independent contractor, is because you get to decide your own schedule. And you get to decide your own growth to determine how much do I want to make in this. Minimum wage is $12.40 an hour, okay? So when you first get into refereeing, we start at $30 an hour, okay? So that's double, more than double minimum wage.
When y'all be like reffing and stuff, do y'all watch film like on y'all ref?
Absolutely.
So how
do they go?
Yeah, like how do y'all film session, like what type of talk y'all be talking about?
Well, we identify why we missed plays, why we weren't in the right positions. We're actually going to do an example here shortly to help you understand. But that brings us to the G, get the call right? We break down film, we have rule books, we have case books, we have official manuals. We can't referee if we're watching the ball go in the basket. So a lot of times what we do is we teach. As soon as the shot goes up, you find who's holding, who's pushing, who's trying to gain the advantage. Referees miss calls because they get locked in as a fan and they won't watch. Good question. There is a lot to focus on. Initially, it was very overstimulating because you have 10 players running around. There's a lot of contact because basketball is a contact sport. So we have to determine, is it incidental? Is it marginal? Oh, that's illegal contact. That's a foul. So it is overstimulating. But what we learned, we have tools that we use to learn how to be able to navigate that. We focus on refereeing the defense. So that absolutely takes at least 5 players out of it, right? Refereeing the defense allows us to be able to explain to a coach what the defender did wrong, like in a block charge play, right? So the offensive player is coming down, the defensive player is standing there, he's moving backwards, he's trying to get to the spot before the offensive player does, and all of a sudden he plows through him and knocks him down. Well, what did the defender do wrong? Nothing, right? So it's easy if you referee the defense to be able to explain why we have a foul and why we're going the other way. If the defender didn't do anything wrong, then it must be on the offensive play, right? So we're refereeing the defense to determine if the defender initiated contact. If they're retreating, there's no way they could have initiated. Where were we? Build our vision, intentionally look the part, get in the game, get the call right, articulate the story. Anybody know what this means?
5.
Anybody know what this means?
I don't know, 5 seconds.
This is a violation. So this is stopping the clock on a foul. So anytime you see a referee with their fist up, that means they have a foul.
Okay.
And they're telling the scorer's table to stop the clock. okay? Anytime you see them raise their hand, open hand, it's a violation. That's when you'll see an illegal dribble. That's when you'll see a kickball. That's when you'll see a travel. They're telling the story using sign language. So 4 things they do with violations. They stop the clock, they indicate what we have, they point in the direction that we're going to be going, and they tell their partner where they want to put the ball.
So
So all of this is sign language.
would that count if it, like if free throw and somebody jump over the line before they shoot the ball? That would be as the
That's
violation.
about it, okay? I want you to come over here, and I want you to be the offensive player, okay? So you're officiating, you got 6 feet, right? We can do closely guarded, visible count. All right, step back just a little bit, so now show that we're good, there's nothing. But all of a sudden you're dribbling, okay? You can see through. The officials want to be able to see through the play so he can see a foul, right? So now step this way, you're dribbling this way. Keep going, face me. He hasn't moved, right?
And he's the official.
He's the official. It's a game of angles. So I could be here, I could be holding, I could do all type of stuff.
I can't see nothing.
This is called stacked. He is stacked right now. Okay? He has to move with purpose, which is the end of the game. Those are your 4 values. That's what's more important to me than what. If is fouled in the act of shooting a 3-pointer, what is the result?
They get free throw, right?
Come in.
3.
Very good.
Ooh.
The player steps out of bounds while in possession of the ball. A, the player can continue playing. B, the ball is turned over to the opposing team.
B. Yeah.
You sure?
B.
He's right.
Yeah.
Primary responsibility of a basketball official during the game. A, to coach the players. B, to enforce the rules and ensure fair play. C, to keep track of the score. B.
Let's go.
This guy is winning.